to laugh at the. Did you hear the fans chanting "Kill the Jobber"?
Right.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Good work out of those fans there.
Definitely.
The Ring of Honor arena made me laugh.
The Ring of Honor fans are the best. I would love to go to a Ring of Honor show sometime just to feel that atmosphere. I don't think you get it anywhere else these days anyway, perhaps independent shows being the exception at times. Now, Colt Cabana, he was on the programme this week. He cut a promo. Steve Corino interrupted and mentioned Kevin Steen. He told Colt Cabana that he hasn't got a chance with the man Kevin Steen, Mr. Wrestling, is it? Yeah. Who's on the prowl at the moment, looking strong and certainly on his way to gold for certain, I believe at least. Now, of course, we had King versus Generico. Kenny King versus El Generico. Some great mat maneuvers in there. Very impressed by El Generico. Great high spot from him when he bounced off the ropes and moonsaulted out of the ring onto his opponent.
Generico, yeah, we spoke about him last week. I think he's absolutely terrific, and it was kind of interesting to see him job to King, but that was a great match, really was, and the difference, I went from watching that Ring of Honor show to a DVR'd Smackdown from this week, and just, it was kind of brought me right back to what you really like about, I suppose, wrestling as a whole, and even watching the start of Smackdown and Mysterio coming out with his family, I was like, oh no, I've got 2 more hours of this ahead of me. Yeah, and props to Ring of Honor for putting on such a really, really, really good product.
Yes, indeed. El Generico taking on Kenny King. Both fantastic performers. Very impressed by those guys. And, well, as I said, that Generico high spot, that's the kind of thing that's a ratings winner. Certainly for wrestling fans, always got to love those high spots.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be good to have Evan Bourne in this Money in the Bank. Sorry to drift back to WWE for a second, but yeah, they do. It's entertaining to watch, and certainly at live events, most people, the biggest pops are for those crazy high spots, and not to overkill on them, but definitely nice to see. Not so much safe WWE style mat wrestling and general boredom, as opposed to the high spots here and there that you will see in Ring of Honor and TNA, and I think that's in this day and age something that needs to be present in TV programming of all of them.
Absolutely. ROH this week, very interesting, and that's pretty much what happened on HDNet. Certainly, if you haven't been an ROH wrestling fan in the past and maybe you're looking for an alternative product, now that TNA has gone the way it's gone, certainly check out HDNet on Monday nights, I believe, for more ROH Ring of Honor wrestling, and a fantastic match was had. I think it was Kenny King. Was it Kenny King who went over?
Yeah, Kenny King came out on top. Surprisingly, actually, I thought Generico would have taken that one, but yeah, Kenny King looks good, and he definitely works really well. And surprising, actually, that it took me until now to realise that, and for him to go over with Generico definitely says something. He could be a dark horse in the mix and potentially even take the title at the end of the run.
This World TV title tournament is very interesting. It's nice to be a new viewer and get introduced to all these new faces and performers and be so impressed. It's going to be a triple threat. Apparently Tyler Black, Austin Aries and Roderick Strong being put in that mix as well. All 3 of those guys backstage with Cornette, where Cornette laid down the law and said that triple threat was going to go ahead. Roderick Strong not happy about that.
No, poor Roddy, he wants it one-on-one, and I think he can go either way. He's just terrific. I think Roderick Strong is the future of Ring of Honor, and you could put him in there with anyone, Generico, Steen or Tyler Black. Austin Aries. But I think a triple threat with those three guys, as Cornette said, they are the top three talents in Ring of Honor, and anyone who's a real fan of pro wrestling will definitely be talking about that match, guaranteed.
So fans, the Big Bang pay-per-view is on April 3rd in Charlotte, North Carolina. And without a doubt, if you want to order that pay-per-view, you can, of course, go to Go Fight Live. They have the pay-per-view. And one of our live chatters in Justin.tv tells us that it will be $15 to get that. That's a bargain. To see some great performers, great matches, we hope, and supporting those new stars.
Yeah, especially when you consider that pay-per-views are quite expensive in the States. I know what was Mania, I know being the big one was like, what, $60 last year?
Something around there.
Which is insane, but people will pay it. And $15 is a very, very reasonable price, especially if you're going to have a couple of people over. And, it's going to be a good night of wrestling, definitely, yeah.
Certainly worth it, and it's going to be one that I think we might even have a look at ourselves for $15. I don't think you can go wrong with ROH, the Big Bang, and we will hope to do everything we can to talk about ROH. And just like others have recently become new fans, we too have just started watching the program and getting more interested each and every week. Now here on the Wrestledope podcast, we are going to speak about FCW, Florida Championship Wrestling, and a quick wrap-up of what happened on TV this week with the guys in Florida. And indeed, it was another interesting show. Once again, with FCW, you find that there's a good rotation of the wrestlers on the roster. Everyone gets a spot, and each and every week you've got new faces on there. It's a situation where people don't just get left on the sidelines unless there is a reason for it. But again, a lot of new faces again this week, as well as some old. Kurt Hawkins came out with his new monster heel friend, and he took on Ray Lepin. I hope I pronounced that right. This guy, Ray Lepin, was a huge guy, baby face, and certainly has that WWE main event look. He has what it takes, I think. Good big man, like what he did with Hawkins, but unfortunately I think he was pinned after a DDT from Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah. Kurt Hawkins, I kind of like Kurt Hawkins. I think he gets a bad rap. It's just a matter of finding, I suppose, the right gimmick for him. And even his little bit of promo work won me over. So yeah, I think definitely this guy, Jackson Andrews, the big 7-footer, he has that look. And Vince has always been a fan of the big men. From Batista to Elegante back in the days. Vince likes his big guys. But yeah, I think this guy Andrews, given the chance, can do some serious damage. Will be interesting to see where it goes from here.
Yes, indeed. Kurt Hawkins last week, he laid his case down and he betrayed Trent Beretta and Caelan Croft, the Dude Busters, and certainly teaming up with the monster heel that Stephen knows the name of. I can't remember it. But yeah, this guy is certainly a guy we're going to be watching. And again, so much talent down in FCW. I think we're going to have a great roster in a couple of years' time.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a lot of good talent. I kind of like this Justin Gabriel or Justin Angel, whatever name you want to use for him. He's got the look, and that African accent kind of makes him that bit unique. It's kind of strange to hear, and something we've never really heard much of before. And I think that guy's got really good potential. He's got that WWE look. And yeah, all the better for
us. Exactly. FCW, the developmental territory.